I see a lot of things on the internet, and I see a lot of male and female complaining, and I just wanted to shed some light on a thing or two. I see a lot of single mothers complaining that men don't take care of their children and that men don't accept responsibility for their actions. And I see a lot of men complaining that women don't take responsibility for their actions, and they also complain that single mothers are rude and belligerent. I will co-sign both. There are a lot of men that don't take care of their responsibilities as fathers, and there are a lot of single mothers who are in fact rude and belligerent. I'm going to focus on the women, and this is not meant to be a video allowing men to shirk their responsibilities as fathers. But as women, I think we take less responsibility, and here's why. It is somehow extremely difficult for a woman to accept that they did some hoe stuff. If you are sleeping with a man and he is not married to you and you allow him to get you pregnant, that's hoe behavior. Plain and simple. You're not holding your vagina to a high standard, so you really can't expect him to be held to a high standard. A lot of single mothers like to throw around the term family. If he was not married to you, he had no family and therefore was not leaving a family. He was leaving you. If he was not married to you, he didn't think enough of you to make you his wife. What makes you think he even wanted the child? See, a lot of women run around getting upset that men aren't taking care of their children when most of the times they probably didn't even want these kids. You have a greater responsibility, ladies, because it's your womb. Outside of rape, you allow someone to get you pregnant. If you are having these children outside of a marriage, myself included, don't be mad when you're left alone. And I don't want to hear about, oh, marriage may not work. That's just a lonely, bitter baby mama's way of, not admitting their own failures. So they crap on everybody else's marriage and the concept of marriage. It's nonsense. If you're gonna hold your vagina to a high standard, then hold men to a high standard. If you don't hold your vagina to a high enough standard, then to not get every dusty bum that comes around get you pregnant, you cannot hold men to a standard and force them to raise children. I don't understand how women have men and they'll tell you how horrible the baby father is, which really is a bad reflection on you. You should stop doing that. But they'll go around saying how horrible this person is, and then expect this same person who they knew was a pretty crappy dude to begin with be this fantastic father. I don't understand it. And then they get angry with the man and they blow up the phone and they want to, I need you to be here at such and such a time and you need to do this and you need to do that. And you knew he was a crappy dude. He wasn't taking care of you. What makes you think he wants to take care of children? And no, you are not a family. Because I see a lot of single mothers that tell their baby's father, we had a family. If you were not married, there was no family to leave because you were not a family. I need for women to accept their whole behavior. If you want to raise your standard, great. Don't hold everyone else to a high standard when your standard is so low. If you don't want children by dusty dudes, protect your womb and don't have children by dusty dudes. If you don't want to be a single mother, find somebody, get married before you get pregnant. You want to be mad at your child's father? You're going to push him away from those kids. Nobody wants to be around a mean, angry, belligerent, abusive woman. If you want that man to take care of those kids, stop it. There are so many times I see men with children that they really didn't want by this chick. They just wanted a nut. And believe me, ladies, it is no accomplishment to find a man that would sleep with you. It really isn't. So They find these men from God knows where. They allow them to get them pregnant. And then when the man runs off, they're angry and they're upset and they blow up the phone and they're belligerent. And the man's like, man, you know what? This ain't even worth it. Examine yourself. Check your whole behavior before you go check somebody else's whole behavior. 50% of a woman's problem comes from her inability to shut up. Ladies, we need to be quiet and accept responsibility.